the channel. So today you're rolling with the fam. So I'm about to go ahead and cook something up to try to get rid of some of this food in the refrigerator from Thanksgiving. So we pretty much turkeyed out right now, hammed out right now, sweet potato, mac and cheese. And I know a lot of people struggle as far as what to do with that leftover turkey. So I'm gonna make something good, okay? And I've been wanting to make this since Thanksgiving started. Then after Thanksgiving, Christmas, you're trying to figure out what you're gonna do with the turkey that's been sitting in your refrigerator. So a lot of that is dry meat. I like the dark meat. But I'm about to make this play on chicken and dumplings. Everybody loves good chicken and dumplings, but what about turkey? You know, ding, ding, ding. You got all this turkey left over. So I'm about to go ahead and get a bowl. Yes, I've been wanting this since Thanksgiving started. I wanted me some turkey soup. And everybody looking at me like, why you want some turkey soup? Because it's good. And if you're a soup person, you know what I'm talking about. But I like chicken and dumplings too. So I was just saying to myself earlier, I was like, dang, maybe not some chicken and dumplings, but some turkey and dumplings. And that way I can get rid of this turkey here. So if y'all like where I'm going with this, go ahead and like this video. Comment down below and let me know if you've made a turkey dumplings. So we're gonna call this a turkey dumplings. Instead of a chicken and dumplings, a turkey and dumplings. And it's gonna be just as good. And then we're gonna use some fresh vegetables. I got some carrots, some okra, string beans. If you wanna put celery in there, you can put celery, but we don't eat celery. An onion, some chicken stock. We're about to hook this up, y'all. And some heavy cream. Oh, and then for the dumplings part, so I am gonna cheat a little bit, y'all. So I'm not gonna use fresh dumplings today. I just got a regular can of biscuits, just a can of Southern home style biscuits, buttermilk brand, and as it cooked down, they're gonna become like dense little dumplings. It's gonna be good, y'all. So if you've never had chicken and dumplings, make sure you watch this video. It's the same thing, only difference is that instead of the chicken, we just gonna use turkey. So go ahead and get your ingredients. I'm about to go ahead and get everything out the refrigerator, get everything together. Then we're gonna be ready to rock and roll. And this is a good way to make sure everybody eats their vegetables. And then I'm gonna use my big pot, and I'm gonna cut these potatoes and peel them, and then we're gonna dice them up. If you like potatoes in your soup, it's the perfect soup. And you don't have to add the okra, but okra is good, y'all. So if y'all never had okra and tomatoes, some fried okra, y'all know what y'all missing. Even though if you're worried about the slimy texture, you just really have to cook it in the pot down before you do too much of anything with it. But this is gonna go in our pot of our dumplings, and it's gonna cook off anyway in there. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. We're gonna cook it up. And these are some fresh carrots. I'm gonna go ahead and peel these off too. And you see I have a lot of turkey left over. It's the breast. Juice up y'all turkey meat. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the bones. If I was wrong, would you correct me? And if I make mistakes, would you forgive me? And if I lost myself in you, will you stay on me? Stay. Go to wishbone. Oh my God, wish.
Is that a real wishbone?
Yeah.
Let's pull it.
Okay.
Okay, so whoever pulls it first, they get to make a wish.
Oh. I didn't even have it all the way.
Okay, me too.
I'm making my wish.
Yeah.
Every year I cook my turkey in a bag. But this year we used the Tony Saturating to inject the turkey. It came out good. I thought it was going to be a little spicy because when I tasted it, it tastes spicy. It wasn't as spicy as I thought it was going to be. I was worried about the kids. Oh my God, it's too spicy. You know what I'm saying? So actually I could have used a little bit more than what I did. But next time I know. So these are all the pieces that I'm not going to use. The bones, the gristles, and all of that. And then this is what I'm left with. So I try to break it down as good as I could. You know, leaving a lot of the dark pieces. There's some white meat in there. You can make it however small or chopped up size you want to, okay? So the good thing is that we already did the hard part, was to get the turkey ready. Getting that turkey meat off the bone and separating it, getting all the fat off of it, the pieces that you don't need. So now we're going to go ahead and just cut up our vegetables, your potatoes, your carrots, your onion. Go ahead and get that ready because once you get that part ready, you won't be ready to put everything into the pot.
If you say of me, I've another sleep. The feelings from me change or stays the same. If I gotta say, will you take care of me? Would you correct me? And if I make mistakes, would you forgive me? And if I lost myself in you, will you stay or leave? Stay or leave, stay or leave. See, I don't know about you, but I know about me. I want you is where you are. You make my life great. If I'm down with you, say I'm down with kiss. I'll be there whenever you need me. Will you be there for me? Will you be there for me? Will you? Your love is so good. I don't like to be controlled. You control me. Selfish, but I want you to. You've been on my mind, looking so different. And I want you right now, like you want the time. I want you right now, like you want the time. I want you right now.
I got one eye open trying to cut these dang on onions because my other eye trying to water up on me.
I want you right now, like you.
Oh, I'm about to die here trying to cut these onions up. I'm rolling now. So I got all my vegetables cut up, and that's what you want to do when you are making this dish, because the faster you can get all your vegetables cut up, it's just a matter of boom, 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 putting it into the pot. So after you have all your vegetables cut up, the main thing from there is just knowing what order to put everything into, so that way you won't have overcooked vegetables or overcooked potatoes or something that's still hard while something else is still cooking. So look at my little pretty plate here, guys. So this is my little pretty plate here. I've already added the onions. I don't know how I wasn't recording that part. Moving too fast, y'all. I'm excited. And I put my okra in there because I want to make sure that I go ahead and start that okra and get that liquid off of there that we don't want. And I'm going to cut this on a medium high. And I'm going to add some salt just to release some of that liquid too. So this is how you got me turning this pot. Y'all know I'm a mess. Okay, let's bring you up in this pot. Y'all know my slogan in this kitchen: make it your own. Nobody gonna eat it but you or your family. Hey y'all, so this will be looking for right here. This brownness on these onions. So pretty much all of that liquid on that okra is gone. our onions are nice and brown and translucent. Oh, they look so good. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and add my corn and my string beans because those are frozen too. So let me go ahead and add all the frozen stuff. So I'm gonna do half of this bag. Save it for another day. Okay. So that was half a bag of the corn. We're going to do half a bag of the green beans, however you want to say them. I like to say green beans. I just realized I wish I had a little bit more color. So I have a lot of green, the okra, the green beans, but I got the carrots and the potatoes. But I just wish I had something like red or, you know, something else to bring out the color of this dish. But it's okay. It's going to be good. So since I just added those vegetables, I have this Morton seasoning blend. So I'm going to just use a little bit of this. Every layer that you put in, you want to season. Add just a little bit of garlic powder. Add a little bit of onion powder. A little bit, that was a lot, but I love that onion flavor. Yeah, I love this garlic pepper seasoning salt. Oh my god, this is probably my favorite seasoning. It's almost gone, but you only need a little bit because it's saltier based, but you don't need a lot. And I just turned my pot on high because I want these vegetables to go ahead and get like the little char on it. I don't want to just put the vegetables in there and just let it sit. So this is where we at right now. So we have the okra, the string beans, the corn, the onion. We're about to go ahead and I'm going to add a little bit more sage. And just a little bit more black pepper. So I just went in with a round 2 of everything that I added the first time. Then while this is coming back to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and start prepping our biscuits. And then at the end, we're going to go ahead and add our heavy cream. Oh my god, y'all. This sweet. Let's bring this back to a boil and then we can know if we need to add something else or what. Because we need to cook these potatoes and we need to cook these carrots.
If I was wrong, would you correct me? And if I make mistakes, would you forgive me? And if I lost myself in your way, will you stay or leave? Stay or leave? See, I don't know about you, but I know about me. I want you is where you are. You make my life great. If I'm down with you, say out now and kiss. I'll be there whenever you need me. Will you be there for me?
Alright y'all, so it's coming together. Can you see the turkey and all the vegetables? And then before we add our dumplings or biscuits, make sure you taste this one more time. Make sure your flavor is right. Alright y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and taste this again. So I just tasted this again. It's actually pretty good right now, but I just want to make sure I have the maximum flavor that I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more poultry. So you got to think about this too when you season it. The more that it sits overnight, the better that it's going to taste the next day. And I just want to make sure that when I heat this back up, the flavor is still going to be there. Then that's it. So I want to add me a habanero pepper in there. My mom gave me some habanero peppers from her garden, but I'm gonna just go in with just a tad of cayenne pepper. I think that's the only thing that is missing for me, is just a tad of spice. Look at that turkey. Now if you don't really like turkey because it's too dry or whatever the case may be, you're gonna like it in here because it's just like you're gonna be eating a chicken pot pie. So if you like chicken pot pies or turkey pot pies, it's kind of like the same thing. Okay. that's good. Go ahead and add our dumplings, our biscuits. You'll know when these start to get done because they'll start floating to the top. And the texture will change. They'll start to get dense a little bit. But it's going to be a good taste. I know you're probably wondering how the biscuits are going to come out in here if you've never tried it. But trust me, I wouldn't be putting these biscuits in here. It wasn't good. Like I said, y'all want to make sure you have enough of the biscuits. And I like to add my cream after my dumplings is done to make sure that I got enough liquid to cook the dumplings all the way. Put this on a medium-high heat and just let that go until it's done. So this is what it's looking like so far. I just took the top off to check it, and I just wanted you to see the consistency of the dumpling, aka biscuit. So when I first took the top off, they was really big, like bigger than what I wanted. And that's what you want to look for at this point, is to see how big your dumpling is, your biscuit, and if you want to cut them down. So I cut down mine a lot, and depending on how much more these cook, I may end up chopping them down just a little bit more, because like I said, I want these to be bite-sized pieces, but I want them to be big enough where you can actually taste it. So I'm gonna chop these down probably just a little bit more, and then they should be good from there. It's been about 2.5 hours since I last showed you this pot. This dumplings, this turkey and dumplings is a masterpiece. It's so flavorful, so you have to treat it with delicacy. And what I mean is, before I open up this pot so you can see all this goodness, if you haven't hit that subscribe button to see these exclusive dishes on our channel, and to make sure you don't miss a second of these delicious comfort foods, go ahead and join the team. I'm ready to fix y'all a plate. You know how we do in the kitchen. I cannot have you come to the house without fixing you a plate. So I'm gonna show you. Now I really had to work these dumplings, y'all. Let me show you. Hold on. So when I first showed you the pot, the dumplings was really big. Remember that? And they was really puffed up. But now they look like miniature potatoes. So can you see that? That's a dumpling right there. So I wanted to make sure that my dumplings was right and cooked down to the size that I wanted. So let me show you. I had to chop these dumplings down about 6 times just to make sure they was the size that I wanted them. And you can see it's done all the way through. It looks like a dumpling. It doesn't look like a biscuit anymore. And that's what you want. And can you just see this rich broth? Oh my goodness. You see the bright carrot, the corn, and then that turkey. So if you feel like this is a good consistency for you and you don't need to add anything else, go ahead and fix you a bowl. It is ready. And this is just going to make it, you know, a little bit more creamier. Look at this. Just stir it in. Can you see this? This turkey and dumplings. Now make sure you taste it again. You can see who's still up with me right now. So this should taste like sage and poultry seasoning and garlic and onions and all your delicious vegetables, the sweetness from your corn, all wrapped up into one bite. So I'm excited. This came out so good. It did. We didn't have to add any flour mixture. We didn't have to add any cornstarch. This was all just a matter of the chicken broth. And then look at that turkey. Let me just go ahead and put this spoon down so I can fix y'all the plate so you can really understand what I mean. So I'm gonna put this in my orange bowl. Alright y'all, so I gotta try to do this with one hand. I don't know how I'm about to do this. Okay. this is gonna be so filling. Let's put one more scoop in there for y'all. This carrots is one of my favorite things. All right, y'all, here we go. Turkey and dumplings. Let me get y'all a spoon, because you can't eat without a spoon. Look, I did not come to play. Look at that.
Mom.
Yes, Kate. Look at that turkey. There go our dumpling. So I'm not gonna leave you hanging. So I just want to taste it. Ooh. Oh my God. I wish I had a to-go cup to melt everybody a bowl. But make sure you go ahead and try this recipe today. If you still have some turkey in your freezer. If not, you have Christmas coming up, New Year's, or whatever other day you plan to use some turkey. Just go ahead and use it up. Follow this recipe and comment and let me know. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Nay.
Okay, she about to eat too, y'all. No, it's time for her to go to bed. Say it's time me to go to bed. See y'all.
Now you is where you are. You make my life break. If I'm down with you, say I'm now a kiss. I'll be there.